With one trading day left in 2021, there's a lot of apes out there asking the question, why are we still here? Why are we still in AMC stock? Why is AMC stock not squeezed by now? This is getting ridiculous. Now, guys, the first place a lot of people point to is the manipulation. The first place everybody points is the market makers are out there, the brokers are out there, everybody's out there causing these corruptions to take place and manipulating the price of AMC, manipulating the short interest on AMC, manipulating the FTDs on AMC. But what it boils down to is we are still here because the shorts have not covered. It's as simple as that. Now, we're going to talk about a couple of the reasons why the shorts haven't covered, but most importantly, you need to remember, you are still here because you set out for life-changing money. And the AMC stock short squeeze can absolutely provide that. All we need to do is wait for them to cover their shares, whether it's forced or willing, and then when they do that, not sell them back. So they have to offer us higher and higher and higher prices. So we're going to discuss this in this video. And of course, guys, if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks, make sure to use the link in the description for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. A $100 deposit is going to get you at least 2 free stocks, and then any $1 crypto trade is going to get you at least $5 in your choice of free cryptocurrency. So make sure to check that out. Get ready to start 2022 on the best note. And what are we going to do for 2022? You guys know by now. So let's talk about AMC. And we know the reason we're still here is because the shorts have not covered. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, you know, they should have covered back in June. They should have been forced to cover when we started to run up. Well, a lot of that increase in June, yes, there were shorts covered. We went from about 105 million short shares estimated to be outstanding to about 85 million, or 102 to 85 million, I believe it was. About 17 million short shares were estimated to be covered during that time frame. 17 million is not a short squeeze. Going out and covering 17 million shares is not a short squeeze. A lot of that had to do with the fact that retail was extremely excited. There were day traders jumping on. And as soon as they kind of peaked out and started to dip down a little bit, these FOMO buyers, they jumped off. They can't handle the decline or the thought of potentially losing. They left. The day traders, well, they're not in a trade for more than a day anyway. They left. The swing traders who were watching the stock price of AMC fall back a little bit, they left. Now, guys, they thought that this was the short squeeze because they don't know what the short squeeze is. The short squeeze is when the shorts cover their positions and cover those short shares. That did not happen. We are still sitting here with over 100 million short shares outstanding. The short interest is at a higher percentage than it has ever been before. What we are lacking now that we had back in June was retail interest, retail excitement, that fear that you would be missing out on the short squeeze if you didn't get in. That returns very quickly. That emotion returns very quickly for these retail traders out there who don't want to miss out on an opportunity. So as soon as AMC starts to tick back up, and it will, you can't forget that the overall market has been pulling back for several weeks now. That Black Friday discount that we saw is still extended into today. So we've seen a very drastic pullback in the market, and AMC has followed suit. So, you know, it leaves us with the question, why have the short shares not covered? Clearly, we know AMC is doing so much better than before. AMC is improving its fundamentals. AMC is buying theater after theater. AMC is increasing revenue, decreasing debt. What gives? It's the fact that the hedge funds and the institutions out there believe that AMC is currently overvalued. Now, they're looking at a book value based on current fundamentals and so on. And yes, I mean, it's almost hard to disagree with the fact that AMC is overvalued at this point. They've got $6 billion in debt. They've only got $1 billion in cash, and it's going to take them years at the current rate to even put a dent in their debt if they're only relying on revenue. So I can understand that aspect as to why they would still be doing that. However, what have the short shares lost since then? They no longer, barring some huge turn of events where there's shutdowns or AMC is forced to close or something ridiculous that is unforeseeable at this time, they can no longer rely on AMC going out of business. AMC with $1.6 billion in cash, AMC with increasing revenue, AMC with no current debt obligations till 2023 is not facing bankruptcy like they were when they were shorting at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, and so on. They cannot rely on any sort of factor like that to drive their short positions. It is simply the hope that you will sell your shares. That's all they've got at this point. It's simply the hope that AMC will return to its so-called fundamental value. It's simply the hope. Think about that. I know you guys have probably been in positions before. Maybe you're brand new to the market and you haven't, but I'm sure you've been in positions before where you hope there's some sort of a news article that comes out and has excellent news for the stock. You are hoping for an earnings prediction beat. You are hoping for some sort of catalyst to drive your stock price higher so that you can either get out of it or make some money. That's what the short positions are hoping for right now. They are hoping that something happens to AMC that causes you to sell it. Because nothing's going to happen to AMC's business. It's the fact that you hold these shares now that they need at a cheaper price than it's currently trading. So I'm going to tell you, if you sell your shares, if you're willing to give your shares up, yeah, they're going to get what they hope for. If you are unwilling to sell your shares, maybe you have to wait another month. Maybe you have to wait another year. Maybe you have to wait for some unforeseeable time frame before they go to cover. But when they do, if we are still unwilling to sell them those shares, the price goes up. Now, I know, I'm just as tired as you guys are. It's just as hard for me to hold as it is for you. That's why it's very important to never put so much money or 100% of your money in one investment that if it doesn't pan out the way that you expected it to, you're not forced to liquidate. You never put so much of your money into one asset that you miss out on other plays. You never put so much money into one single asset that it makes you emotional in a way that you are just unwilling to see your plan through. My plan was to buy. My plan was to hold. My plan was to squeeze. My plan was to sell. It's as simple as that. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what I hope you guys are going to do. So let's get those diamond-handed emojis down in the comments below. The rockets, the apes, everything that we started this thing on. We're going to start 2022 off on the right foot, guys. And I want to see everyone just as excited as day one. If that button right there is still red, make sure to click it. Subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. ClayBro883 on Twitter and Instagram. We will Binance Gemini in the description below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.